Hello, I'm Scott Combs. Welcome to Martial Arts Explorer. This series is dedicated to exploring functional self-defense techniques as revealed in classical forms of all styles. Classical thought allows for great flexibility in form interpretation, giving the martial artist a way to develop techniques that work in their specific situation. Each martial artist has different strengths and weaknesses. In this way, each student is able to research and find techniques that work for them, developing a highly personalized art. In this episode, we're exploring what we call a U-punch. They show up in a number of classical forms. This explanation could be considered an Oyo interpretation, where the moves of the form can be changed to accommodate varying thought and technique. Let's head into the dojo and see what Michael has for us.
Thanks, Scott. Hello, everyone. We're going to take a look at U-punches today. Something a little different. You don't always see these a whole lot. The hands are coming up and over, two hands striking out, sort of a double punch, but instead of punching down the center, you're punching one over the top. Different positions, some are in the middle of the body, some are overhead, some are more twisted, all right? Your variations don't really matter. We're gonna try something a little different. It's not real straightforward. Kelly's gonna jump in and join me. What we wanna do, she's gonna reach in and start her attack. She's winding up for the punch at the back end, the front hand's coming in, so we're gonna step off to the side. There's my slap parry, move it across, grabbing the wrist, I'm gonna come in here, all right? Now we're gonna stretch it a little bit. We're gonna call this our first U-punch, because I'm here, which is almost in this position. Now from there, we're gonna go into another U-punch. We're gonna follow right away. Before that, typically in forms, you chamber, right? You do one, you chamber, you do another, you chamber. You tend to follow these with chambers. Well, if you're gonna chamber, you're gonna put something in your hand, you're gonna pull on it. Here's my first, I'm gonna chamber. I rake right down this arm and pull my hands in the chamber. This forces the body forward and you drag it across. It stretches out. You end up in the pressure points in the back of the elbow, which locks it out nice and straight for you. All we're gonna do now is we're gonna do our next U-punch. When I do that, I'm gonna release the pressure off the arm. She's gonna naturally start to release, stand back up. I'm gonna take advantage of this. I'm gonna grab the shoulder, reach across, and step through. And there's my other U-punch coming the other direction. Now it's not real pretty. I'm not stretched out, a nice big stance is coming this way. It's a straightforward like I was attacking somebody, but I'm moving that general position of one hand high to low and switching and coming the other direction as I come across. So once again, she's reaching in. I want to get out of the way of that punch. I move across, I hook the hand off to the side. I'm going to strike up. This stretches the body out. She starts to bend forward. I'm going to rake to my chamber. All right, that's going to hurt and pull the body down this way. Go ahead and release it. As I start to turn forward, she's going to stand back up. I'll bring this over. Hand position is not all important. Remember, you can grab wherever works for you. You can bring these across however you want. I'm going to hook the shoulder because it's nice and close and tight. My other hand, I'm going to stretch across the body here. I'm going to step through and do a nice light sweep across the body, taking the leg, twisting the hip, snapping across. Thanks, Kelly. So we're looking for that double U-punch position. We're taking it from our forms row high. You're going to step off. We throw one, we pull back, we throw two, we step back, and we're going to keep moving. That's not important. What you're looking for is that double motion. 1 to 2. We're going to always take them down at the end if possible so we can always look for that quick escape. Let's get the class and see how it works out. All right, guys, we're going to take a look at row high. We're looking at those double strikes, stepping in double U-punch 1, chamber, double U-punch 2. All right, just remember, someone's reaching in for an attack. All right, the other hand's winding up. You got to get out of the way. Always treat that hand as the most important thing to avoid. Slap, parry, and move. Here's that first strike coming across. You hit in a triple warmer in the back of the arm. It's going to extend that shoulder out, loosen them up, drag, rake this down right across the triple warmer meridian, the pressure point line coming down the back of the arm. Bring that in, drive that forward. As they release and start to stand up, hook and grab, step in, get nice and close. Remember, displace them. Your body should be aligned in a strong position here. And just go ahead and twist yourself and bring them through. Back to your other U-punch. All right, let's give it a try. Now remember when you practice, if I'm working with Jordan here, as this comes in, this first technique, you can go ahead and try popping this a little bit, you know, take it easy in your partner, but then work up to it and build up to it. And remember, you're not hitting the elbow, all right? You don't want to hurt the arm. All we're looking to do is release the shoulder by striking into here, all right? And his body bounces forward pretty quick and pretty easy, and that's what you want, because once he's here, now he's off balance. It's going to take him a second before he reacts to that. I rake it, which he reacts to more. Now I let him go ahead and stand back up. Well, then I just take him the other way and sweep him down and across. So remember, try some of these moves and increase the intensity as you go. Don't start full blast, don't make a mistake. And remember, beginners like to hit the elbow. That's not what you're aiming for. You're aiming for midway up into the tricep, in between the muscle groups, there's the nerve endings, and that's what you're trying to strike. Very important, see if you can get that down. What you're looking for, remember, 2 U-punches. Common in some of the forms throughout the martial arts. Take a look, see what you can find. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Michael. Remember to use caution with this technique if you want to try it at home. You want to make it work, but you don't want to injure your friend, and we're not responsible for any injuries that may occur. We love getting your email. Send it to explorer@fullcirclemartialarts.org. For Martial Arts Explorer and Michael Kleinebeer, I'm Scott Combs.